we're gonna start.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Well.
Oh, sorry, I need to do it again.
Sorry.
Cool.
Hi, Abdul. We're so happy to have you here. As you know, obviously, I'm Ella from Wake Up. We've invited you for the Kushi Festival, which is a 4-day event in Geneva. And the goal is to bring lots of Afghan exiled artists together all in one place and to use art, culture and stories to bring people together to create a new narrative about a country that's only really seen in the news because of war and conflict, and to share 4 days together, to look at beautiful photos, to dance, to taste food, to all be in the same place. And we say wake up because we think people should wake up to the fact that you can all share culture and you don't have to know anything about a country or speak the language, but you can enjoy the music or the photos or any of that. So we're really, really so happy you're here, and we're sat here today in Pavilion Bleu with your amazing photos around us. When I first met Augustine and he told me about Wake Up Barcelona, and I thought immediately of you. I remember the first day I told him about you because everything he was explaining was exactly like your work. You use photography to show moments of solidarity, I think, and the way you use photos is so beautiful because it's not just come and take a photo, it's really these moments together, and it's these friends that you've made, and you can feel the closeness and the intimacy in all of your photos. And then your photos tell stories to people all over the world who can see them who've never been to Calais or never really seen what it's like. So I thought of you straight away, and you've been in my head ever since I first heard about Wake Up, so I'm so happy 2 years later we're here.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here, and the exhibition was so good so far. Yesterday and today, we met so many amazing people, and the idea of taking photos to tell the story to people and make more people aware and understand about the situation. And as you said, like, we wake up, and some people, they really sleep about when it's come to immigration. And we have to wake them up, and they have to work together with us to change. I think it will be not possible without amazing people like you and Wake Up, and is really work together. I will be not able to show and tell the story. This all amazing and nice people who's helping, and yeah, I'm very, very happy, and I appreciate to be here. And the pictures is used for the reason I took to tell their story to the people and share with people and what they share with me. Most of the time with the exhibition, I can see people reaction is gonna change and individually changes. Like last year I had an exhibition, and I went to exhibition, and when the exhibition finished, we eat dinner with someone. He was philosopher, and he was talking about philosophy, and then we eat, and he said to me, I tell him I was very enjoying you when you was talking, and he said, like, why you enjoy? I said, because my friend, she was so happy, and I looked to her face, and it was made me happy. And then he said, oh, it's very interesting to me. I said, but why is it very interesting? And he said to me, like, okay, refugees, they're human beings like us. They have family, they have faith, they have a dream, they have resilience, and they're not some ones like when we heard. And I said, okay, it's very interesting to me as well when you say this, because you 75 and you philosopher till now you didn't know. we're the same as like you. We're human being, and of course we how you say in English, I forget. Like, I get happy when my friends they're happy, and I'm sad when they're sad, and people understood different in medias, in TV, and when I told the story, and their reaction was different, and they change and they think in different way than they was thinking before. This is because we don't have media or TV, and this is the way to tell people the real story, the way they want to share. And sometimes I think our story is told by media in the way which is different and which we don't want to tell, or what the people don't want to tell and don't want to show.
Yeah, definitely.
D'accord. Ok, ça va.
There's a lot of solidarity between them in the camp. They're really helping each other because, as you see, I take pictures of this pot with the tea.
Yeah.
Whenever you go, they give you tea, they propose you food, they play football, they're happy,
Yeah.
of course, the situation is very difficult, but they're very positive.
Yeah.
They're not just desperate or depressed.
Yeah.
They have resilience. They're strong. They have dreams. They're fighting for the future. They smile. They laugh. They sing. They
Yeah.
dance. And of course, it's very terrible and sad place.
Yeah.
They're sad to their situation, but it's people in the camp. They're alive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different movement of happiness, sharing, caring about each other, very strong friendship. And if anything happen and came to one, they all really together, and they know they're in the same journey. They see each other really like their family. If someone coming from outside, they all really see them as a guest, propose them tea,
Yeah.
food, water. And actually, last time I went to the camp, and I see one boy, he was sleeping, and I get so sad. But when they wake up, they make joke, they make fun, they play, and it's really forget me the way I was thinking. Like I say, okay, this is like really like it's so good. I spend time with them.
Yeah.
I don't go with the same image when I took.
Yeah.
I took the photos, and after I get so sad, and he wake up, he had big smile. They was making fun, and then I eat with them, and I see them so happy. But of course, the situation is not easy, and when they're in this situation, but even if they go out of this situation, they will carry this for a long time. I know they've been tortured, like very in soft way, but it's so difficult, like how like giving hard time to people.
Yeah.
And it's like now maybe they're in movement, but after it can be a bit difficult.
Yeah.
The first interview started with RTS, I think, RTS Radio, and then it started like going to the media. The media.
That you were doing this protest.
Yes, and I did lots of interviews. It started from RTS, started with Illustrate, with BBC, with Voice of America, with many local magazines, televisions in Afghanistan, and it was circulating that I was not waiting for that, because I was thinking, well, and it's only me. I'm not talking. It's only something like. The first day I wrote Afghanistan, and then some friends told me, why you don't write anything else? I said, well, the point is that people should know about Afghanistan. When the most question during that manifestation was that people were coming and saying, are you from Afghanistan? And I was saying, yes, my families are there, my sisters are there, and I'm from Afghanistan. Because the first question was that why I'm doing this? And then I changed, during that all manifestation, I did so many times. The last one I did, it was like a few months ago. I didn't change lots of sentences, phrases. It was always so simple. Women and girls are not safe in Afghanistan. Women and girls need education. Open the schools.
Yeah, like the sign that you came in yesterday.
Yes, exactly. It's always so clear, so short, and there is
that
woman.
sparks something in the mind
Yes.
of the people and leads to a different knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So,
yeah, and when did the moment arrive to meet Ella, and what made you participate during these events?
well, that was like a magic. It was a morning. I was working, and then I received a call from one of my friends who is a journalist here in Geneva, and he called me. He said, "You know, Marcel, that the Taliban are here in Geneva." I said, "Yes, I got the news, but what can I do?" He said, "No, let me tell you something. I know their address, which hotel, because it was
He
not
knew
in
the address of the hotel.
Yes." And it was not public. It was like a very secret trip mission for the Taliban and for the organization that invited them. So, and he said, "Okay, I will give you the address. Then you know what to do." I said, "Okay, pass me the address." And he said, "Well, they are in Rue de Lausanne, the Royal Hotel 4-star, and they are there." And then I had everything. I just dropped kids at school, and I came directly to the Rue de Lausanne. It was so amazing that the moment the first few hours I was there, and people were crossing. They were asking, "Why are you here?" And I was saying, "You know."
You were standing with your sign?
Yes, yes, and I had my signs, and you know, the moment the Taliban were here in Geneva, 5 young women in Afghanistan were arrested by the Taliban.
In Afghanistan?
In Afghanistan. They were the women that were protesting on the streets in Kabul. And they were arrested. They were still in prison, and Taliban were saying that we don't know. We didn't arrest anyone. They were not confirming that. Then I had what I did. I just picked the photos because I was already putting awareness about this woman in my social media.
These girls?
Yes. And then I printed out the pictures in a portrait in color, and I put in front of me, in front of the hotel. I put it everything, and I stood up. Then after like 20 minutes, the police, they arrived. They said, "Well, it's a public area. You don't have the right to put these pictures here." I said, "Okay, I'm not shouting, I'm not making noise, and I'm alone." And I was really alone. Then I said, "Okay, I have another idea." I put all the pictures on my clothes. I said, "Well, it's not on the ground, it's on me. So you don't have the right to tell me what should I do with my body. So it's my body." I put all the pictures on my clothes, and scotched them with scotch. And then the day I was there, then the media arrived, and it was like end of the day, the first day, end of the day. No, it was the second day, almost the end of the day that I met Ella.
Okay.
She was crossing. She was saying. She asked me, "Are you from Afghanistan?" I said, "Yes."
The question always arrives.
Yes, the question like always.
Just in case.
Yeah, and then I said yes. Then we just talked a few minutes because I was standing like this. Of course, I was there. And then she said, "Okay, can I have your number?" And we exchanged numbers, and it started from there.
Yes, I remember she called me and she told me, "I met such an incredible woman making a manifestation. By chance, I was speaking with my mother, crossing the street to have lunch, and suddenly I see her. I cut the phone to my mother.
Yes,
I go talk to her."
We exchanged numbers from there, and we after that we met once, and the second time you were there too.
Yeah, and I was talking to her that it was for us very important to have like a mentor, you know, someone that we can arrive to and we can put the question, because we are not from Afghanistan,
exactly.
but we are organizing this event.
Yeah.
So we like to invite artists who are also spread over Europe.
Yeah.
But we need to work with people from Afghanistan in the city, because we have lots of questions, even by doing this documentary, by filming, by inviting, by putting the pictures, by the food, the decoration, everything needs to be according to your culture and to what you think, you know. But of course, there's a mix, because that's what we are trying to do, European mix here.
It's okay that we escaped from our country, we left our country, but we are going to defend it from here. So we have to be proud of us. We have to be proud of our Afghan brothers and sisters, that we are going to defend our country, we are going to defend from our rights from outside. Okay, that we don't have the right to have a gun. I don't know how to use a gun, but I can use my music. I can use my mouth. I can use my talents. Like me, I'm really proud of the new generation. They are going to do the same thing. So I don't want to speak a lot. I'm really sorry, but just for the presentation, I wanted to, because as he doesn't speak French very well.
C'est des louanges et tout. Because if you want,
What do you think about like a musician nowadays in Afghanistan? I think they can tell us a lot of things through the music. So the question is, imagine yourself living now in Afghanistan. What how can I say, like from where you will take the inspiration to wake up and compose something?
Actually, it's all from the bad. Usually, it can come from the bad moments of life.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever lived any bad moments in Afghanistan?
And from good moments as well. Like there are different types of composition. There are different types of composers. That some of them you can make it, or you can create it by good feelings or good moments, and some of them it's by hard moments, or the things that you express. You express your feelings, that even it's good or bad, so it just belong to the feelings.